What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. This is the Great War mod by Wolferos, and he has updated it for the Together for Victory DLC that just came out. So thank you for getting on that so quickly, Wolferos, because it's allowing us to continue our Austria Hungary campaign here with only missing one day of uploading, which is pretty cool, right? Let's go ahead and tell the offensive line here for Light Blue Group as we're planning an attack here on Siam. I want you guys to roll down towards the capital there. Currently at 20 out of 125 there for the fabrication. So, since this is my land here in India, I'm hoping this means that, we'll be able to occupy Siam as well. We'll eventually roll through Vietnam here and go down to Singapore as well. Grab all of that land, and we can actually continue expansion here in the Pacific. Very cool, right? Down onwards to Australia and such eventually. And so now we've got this fleet up here who I've combined here to give him a lot more boost in his overall, I guess, fleet size here. So he's got, let's see, total heavy cruisers, 5 there, 7 light cruisers. Let's go ahead and turn down the audio here really quickly because if I don't keep talking, I may get a content claim. I may get a content claim. I may get a content claim. Okay. Woo! Jeez, that was nuts. Alright, we're still experiencing some resistance to occupation here in Kathmandu in Nepal there. So, I wanted to see if it's time to go ahead and spin out a couple more cavalry units. Well, not quite, because they're only at 10.5% training. We need a 20% there in order to do so. So that's fine. So we continue to control all of India over here. I think we could at least take some of these divisions, right, and move them over to Kathmandu just to quell that resistance until those infantry or cavalry units are ready to come over for us and help us with the repression. Because I've already got a 3-stack here sitting near Rangoon in India. We also have another stack sitting here. What is this? Calcutta, right? French India was taken by the Germans. Soviet Russia controls this location. Really? That does not look like your country color, does it? Interesting. We could also try to mount a quick invasion here on this island of Ceylon held by the British. Right? Meanwhile, we're working on trying to chop down this pocket here with help from my buddies, the Germans. So we've got a pretty weak French unit right here that we could actually try to move in on, like this and this. We could take these 2 divisions and mount an attack this way. Even though they lack organization, we're going to outman them there. So I want to see how that goes. And then we're at a disadvantage up here. Right, so the idea here being to sweep across through this way and try to cut this pocket off from their supply dockyard here, held by Italy. So they're able to resupply themselves that way. We did decide that Spain is a little too ambitious right now. I've got just over 1 million men in manpower now because we are getting 11k per month in recruitable men. And that's mainly due to holding a bunch of this territory. Okay. Now back down this way. What is the current status here on the fabrication? 44 days out of 125, so we've still got a ways to go there. Subsidiary carrier role is finished. So we can go ahead and try, let's see, submarine organization, escort efficiency, destroyer sub detection, light cruiser detection. That one's going to be most helpful for us here in the short term. Working on a bunch of other stuff and trying to upgrade here because we've got a big tech jump moving from 1930 to 1936, really. But we are already able to work on some of these infantry levels here. 1936 there on all of this support stuff. Artillery-wise, we're getting the 1930 techs done. And then also 1936 over here for my Navy. So working on those naval doctrines there just to get those additional bonuses. Unread naval results here. Okay, we were able to sink 2 coastal submarines and 3 regular submarines there out from the British. So let's go ahead and close that notification. Alright. Now, let's double check our navies because the really big one that I just reloaded, where is he sitting? He's assigned here. He's docked here at the Adriatic. So, I did want to take a fleet out into the Atlantic and start challenging out here. So let's go for search and destroy there on the African coast and the Iberian coast. I think that's good for now for them to cover that area. So they're going to go ahead and move out for us. Meanwhile, I'm showing as green here for all the other territories and mixes, so that's good. We've got extra airplanes in the mix here now. Nav-1 bombers at 805. So I know I had like 2 full production lines for them. Yes, I do. So they're producing out at like 4 per day right now. So let's go ahead and start stacking up here. This can only fit 200, so I'm going to fill that up with a full 200 naval bombers there. Navy 1. Let's double check the tech though really quickly because, yeah, that's good through 1940, so that's awesome. So we'll put 200 into the English Channel from that location. And then I also want to put, you know what, maybe we could go back over here to, hold on a second now. We could post up a couple hundred down here in the Mediterranean just to help out. So for example, search and destroy down here. We've still got seeing a lot of action down here. Are there any air bases in Palermo we could launch those from? Yes. Nice, we built the airports in the Russian borders now. There's a little airport right here. You can fit 400. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and throw 100 of our naval bombers there. Time for a new national focus. Let's pause it really quickly. Time to pick a new national focus. We finished out the airports there on the Russian borders, which was pretty nice. Recruitment propaganda. I get an extra 100k in manpower for that. Let's go ahead and do that. It's always helpful. Alright, these guys arrived in the north of France here, so we're going to plug you guys into the English Channel like this. Naval strike. Naval strike and naval port strike. Let's see how that goes for them. And then we've got the guys on the way here to the Mediterranean at this location. Oh, he can fit 400 there. That's interesting. Well, that's fine. We'll let him sit there with the straight up 100 on the way. I think it also makes sense to maybe land some planes here. We'll put another 100 here on this side of the Mediterranean. So he'll cover the eastern side there. He's probably going to have to bomb ports as well. And then did I have any airports over here? Because I want to... Yes, we have one here in the south of India. Zoom out really quickly. Right here, this guy. He can hold 400. And his job is going to be to send troops, or send bombers over into the Bay of Bengal. And then I'm going to create a new air wing here with another 100 like this. He's going to go to the West Indian Ocean eventually. And I think that's going to be good for now. So that's another 200 that have been assigned. And I think that should cover us for the time being. Unread naval results here. We lost a destroyer level 4. It was only 4 of my battle cruisers there and a light cruiser fighting. And so... Okay, those are my new ones. Okay, so those were the only ships that got caught up into that little battle there. All right, let's go ahead and unpause it again. We're going to try and see if we can get those naval bombers going for us, right? And we'll probably put them on port strike as well because they have... Well, I thought they had a dock up here. Yeah, dockyard naval base level 5 there. Interesting. Okay, available planes and reserves now. 255, 258 naval bombers. Here we were able... Whoa. Okay, we lost a destroyer. 11 Ottoman destroyers sunk. And then an Ottoman light cruiser there sunk as well. But we did actually sink one of their battle cruisers. Sweet. Okay, we've got planes that have arrived now here. So your job obviously is going to be to go into the central Mediterranean and help us bomb out enemy shipping there. Very nice. How are things going back up here now? Stats. We did lose one bomber from an accident. So, the good news there is we're not taking losses, at least. I'm waiting to see if maybe... We should wait and see if maybe we can actually sink some ships up here, though. Also wondering if the old-timey looking... oh, we just had a bomb go off there in the sea. These old-timey looking naval bombers, I wonder if they're going to change sprites once we get teched up a little bit further. Okay, these 100 have arrived from Greece here, so we'll put you in like this. And I'm actually going to put you guys on port strike as well, because I want to strike at Crete there if we're able. Port strikes. Carl, the first questions motives of Siam. Okay. What happened here? We had 15 bombers going up against a armored cruiser. We were able to inflict a little bit of damage. Alright, down here now. So, I'm going to take one of you guys and assign you to the Bay of Bengal, and one of you guys over here to the West Indian Ocean. Okay, you're going to be assigned to Naval Strike. You are also going to be assigned to Naval Strike like that. Awesome. So, unread port strike results here. Again, we bomb in. And we actually are able to take out, damage them a little bit heavier there. Naval convoy. We lost one. Or the Ottomans did, rather. In southern India. Let's double check our efficiencies. 20% efficiency over here. With only a 7% efficiency there. 56 efficiency, I like that. 60 over here, that's fantastic to see. Over here now, 75% and 58%. So, good looking efficiencies here from across the channel. Another port strike here, bringing him down to 81%. So we're going to sink some of these Greek ships. It's the last thing I do. How's the fabrication going now? Let's see, 97 out of 125. That's not too bad. This guy, he's his admiral. He's got spotting chance and number of ships in the first contact. He's a pretty good admiral. He's down to 68% health now. Marines level 2 is finished. So do we need to continue that? We're up to level 3 now for the 1936 stuff, so feeling good there. 1,400 days there to get the advanced light machine gun. That's going to be a while. This one, the light tank 1, is actually going to be a little cheaper to get there at 1,200. And what we really need now is the this next level of dispersed industry, so we can continue building in our slots. And this is where it separates out into the sort of vanilla experience here. Dispersed industry is, I think, the way I want to go. I like those modifiers and keeping your efficiency and such, so we'll at least get started on that. And then over here, what's he down to now? 63%? Low manpower? How's that even possible? I've got over 1 million men. We keep striking this port. Only 8 bombers are able to make it through, but we're at least inflicting damage there. Now, ooh, actually seeing some resistance here now in Kiev. Who dares wins? Ace pilot promoted. Very good. Do we have the ability now to, yes, finally deploy these cavalry units? And so I'm going to take one of them and send you to Kiev here to help out with that resistance pocket. The other 2 are going to head down over to India, and actually Nepal, I should say, over here to Kathmandu. So they're going to help out with that resistance trouble there. Okay, hopefully that other additional cav unit helps us, seeing some problems up here in the north of India as well. What we could do is, just as a short-term sort of way to fix this, okay, he's going to go to that province there by the river. Okay, it's next to the city of Lucknow. So we'll send you to the city. See if that helps. Alright, Siam. You're almost ready for us here. I've got Silver Group on the task. They have in between 3 and 5 divisions. So this should be a pretty easy... Or excuse me, not Silver Group, but Light Blue Group. This should be a pretty easy task for Light Blue Group. They're telling me they are very, very much so in favor of making this attack and are at an advantage, so that's good. Some German convoys here being attacked. Alright, we finally finished the justification now. Let's go to war, shall we? Declare war. Conquer. Alright, so this will be merged with our other wars here. Very good. Light Blue Group, go ahead and execute. So they're going to roll in very nicely for us now. Here they go, showing it as really a green and moving at a heavy green there against those Siamese divisions. We've already made it almost to Bangkok here, which should give us some additional industry. And now the British moving up forces this way against us. We're going to try to defend here. Yes, they're attacking us pretty heavily down here. Hold the phone. Alright, Light Blue Group, we're going to extend your front line order around like that. How many divisions? 4 divisions assigned to that. That should be okay for now. But there's guys on the way to reinforce. Okay, he's actually headed right there. So all 4 of my infantry divisions defending this piece. Oh, he was able to slip in there before that Siamese division was trying to move northwards. Sweet. Okay. Volunteer divisions from Soviet Russia and Bulgaria, no thanks. I've actually got additional military factories to distribute now. Filled out the other nav bomber line there, that's good. We could put you into the close air support early bomber stuff. That may help. Okay. It's really only the only space I have available right now. So we'll do something like this to assign all of those. Recruitment propaganda finished. Gave me that extra manpower. And then this one for the Wehrmacht is another 100k in manpower. Alright, let's do that. Poland gets some cores there in doing so, but we get the additional manpower, so don't really care about that. What have we got over here? A naval battle now. We tried to bomb out a small fleet there unsuccessfully. And then down here, with a couple of extra, nice, with some extra naval bombers, 99 of them, we sunk a battle cruiser too. Okay. I like seeing the results of this stuff. And then here, nothing going on there. Port strike again here next to Crete. What's he down to now? 52%, so we're still working on that. How's the battle over here in Siam going? Pretty good, just because they have already reached their sort of frontline orders. So we're going to advance here all across the borders like this. You're going to go across like that just to cut off that one division that's still left. And then meanwhile, you're going to march this way and eat up all of this nice territory for us. These guys are going to move forward here, mountain attack. We're going to come in with a secondary division there to help out. Your job is going to be to march over to this city and take... What is this? Nakhon. Towed Artillery 3 done now. Ah, nice. The cool new notification. Oh, I love that. I love how it gives you a notification that you don't have the most upgraded tech in production there. And so, time to move up to the mountain guns. Yes, these. Finally time to move up to that towed artillery line here, showing it a level 3. But that is finally a World War II era artillery piece. Or at least according to the game, it is. Total need of 2 of those now. So upgrade need pretty heavy there, but we're going to work on getting that done. Time to pick a new research as well in the spot of that. It is 1928 now. Let's check over here. Still a pretty large 1,300 days there, 1393 versus 1393, 1682. Okay. Let's go for the better basic machine tools there. Helping out our production lines. That should be very, very fruitful. Looking good. Okay. Back over here to Siam now. Continuing to move forward this way. Take this infantry division and roll him through to this mountainous area right here, or hilly area. Still holding the line down here. Ooh, the Brits actually ran away down here, interestingly enough. So we'll continue to advance down towards Singapore with those 4 divisions. And their new capital, Siam's new capital, is down here as well. And then what are we seeing right here? Potentially a Siamese fleet. Siam has capitulated. Great news. Perfect. All right, so the rest of my divisions are now being assigned to this little pocket, so we need to get rid of this as soon as possible. Like this. Okay, that'll be good. Just make moves, guys. Make moves forward. That's what I want to see. You have to micro this shit, unfortunately. So that's going in. He's headed there. Send him up northwards that way. Perfect. We do need to challenge the British back down this way because they are making a stance. So we do need to give a frontline order here, and I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions and assign you to this little piece. So you guys will be coming down that way. Hurry up. Everyone else is on the line here. This guy's going to roll up and get all of these provinces near the Chinese border, come back around, and then take Hanoi, like that. You're going to drive forward like this, take all of these nice provinces, get that naval base going for us. We have some Siamese divisions that have retreated back over into this French colonial territory here, so we're going to advance the troops this way. We've got some Entente divisions now on the move here that we were not able to see before. We're going to cut the country in half, hopefully cutting their organization in half as well. Resistance to occupation now over this way. Let's take one of these divisions and move you over and see if that works for us. It probably will. Alright, 5 divisions now have arrived down here, and yikes. They have stacked up significantly and taken back Hat Yai. Hat Yai, I think that's the way you say it. Cool. Naval bases is what we really need to build. Don't have any slots available here either. That is in part why we're working on the nice new dispersed industry 1s there. Okay, back here now seeing some resistance. So let's take you and move you here. Yes, that'll take care of that resistance as well. Nice. This guy's heading down here for some reason when he should be just going like this. No, 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 no. Go this way, and then this way. Like that. Cut through these borders. Okay, so that'll move the line up, and then this guy's going to sneak in from the back and take Hanoi up here. Very nice. Very nice moves. Okay, guys. Sounds good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed this content, and we'll catch you next time.